Hello everyone. I would love to send my sincere greetings and appreciation to whoever has so far subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, and please, my subscribers, continue watching my videos. I also request other people please to subscribe to my channel. Now, today I have a thought experiment. What would happen if the earth stopped spinning? Have you ever thought of it? Here I've come with the 10 things you need to know that can happen if the earth stopped spinning. If the earth stopped rotating, it would instantly trigger cataclysmic events. Everything on the surface, including the oceans, the atmosphere, and the buildings, would retain the planet's eastward momentum. Imagine the sky freezing, wind that tears cities apart, and a day that lasts an entire year. Humans have relied on the Earth's steady spine for navigation, calendar making, and the rhythm of sleep and work. Sailors use stars and compasses tied to a rotating world, and our circadian clocks evolved to a 24-hour cycle. The rotation underpins day or night cycles, global weather patterns, and the planet's slightly squashed shape, and the dynamo that powers our magnetic shield. So, if the Earth stopped rotating, the immediate shock would be catastrophic, and the long-term consequences would reshape the coastlines, the climates, societies. For context, Earth currently completes a rotation in about 24 hours. Remember, rotation takes 24 hours, then revolution takes a full year. So we are meaning the rotation. The Earth always rotates around the sun, and we are saying what would happen if this Earth stopped rotating, or what we call spinning. Now, atmospheric, one of the effects, or what will happen, one of the things that will happen is the atmospheric and weather effects. The Earth, when the Earth is spinning, it generates the Crowley's effect. It stirs the jet streams and helps set the size and behavior of Hadley fellow in polar cells. The equatorial surface speed is roughly 1,670 kilometers per hour. We are saying the equatorial surface speed is roughly 1,670 kilometers per hour, and the planet's rotation kinetic energy is on the order of 2.1 times 10 to approximately 29 joules, enough to dominate large-scale atmospheric motions. So, if rotation stopped suddenly, the atmosphere wouldn't instantly stop with the surface. Those enormous stored motions would translate into extreme winds and reconfigured weather systems. Are you hearing? Over a medium-term years to decades, a non-rotating Earth would develop very different heating patterns. Remember, no regular 24 cycle. The Earth has stopped. So there will be different heating patterns, producing new steady circulation patterns, more like slowly rotating planets. So there will be more slowly rotating planets, because when it stops suddenly rotating, then it can't stop instantly, but slowly. So the planets like Venus or the tidal look towards. So there would be shift in precipitation belts. There will be change in hurricane behavior, and this will alter where temperate agriculture is viable. Think of Hurricane Katrina, scale destruction magnified and widespread, and you'll get a sense of the stakes. Another thing that is going to happen if the Earth stopped spinning is the supersonic atmospheric winds and instant storms. We can experience supersonic atmospheric winds and instant storms if the Earth abruptly or instantly stopped spinning. If the Earth's solid body were brought to a stop abruptly, the air above would keep moving at roughly the same tangential speed as the surface used to have, about 465 meters per second. At the equator, that exceeds the speed of sound at sea level. So, the first minutes and hours would feature supersonic flows and shock waves sweeping across the surface. Those winds would pulverize and echoed structures, strip roofs, uproot forests, the winds uproot forests, and hurl debris like high velocity, like high velocity. For scale, a Category 5 hurricanes sustained winds are under 90 meters per second. The initial winds from a stopped spine would be multiple times stronger near the equator. Then we will see the coastal cities, New Orleans, among them would face both wind-driven destruction and later flooding from the redistributed ocean water. That is, if the Earth instantly stopped rotating or spinning. Then too, another thing that will happen if the Earth stopped spinning instantly is the collapse of the Crowley's effect and reworked storm tracks. The Crowley's force arises because the planet spines, remove trade winds. I beg my pardon. The Crowley's force arises because the planet spines remove that rotation, and a deflection of moving air vanishes. The trade winds, the mild altitude, the cyclones, and ocean geysers would lose their familiar patterns, and the jet streams, typically flowing at approximately 30 to 50 meters per second, would break down or reconfigure into very steady flows. That change means storm tracks and rainfall belts would shift unpredictably. Regions that depend on seasonal storms or predictable winter weather for agriculture and water supply would see these systems reorganize, threatening harvest and freshwater availability across large parts of Europe, North America, Africa, and Asia. A lot of things would happen or will happen if the Earth stopped rotating instantly. Today, I've told you there are 3 things that will happen if the Earth instantly stopped rotating. Then, please keep on watching. I'm going to bring the remaining 7 things that will happen if the Earth stopped rotating or spinning instantly. I request please that you do not forget to subscribe And again, I thank my dear subscribers. I thank you for subscribing to my channel, and please keep on watching, and I request other people to also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. We are going to meet when I'm telling you the remaining 7 things that will happen if the earth stopped spinning instantly. Thank you.